How are you? Have you had a good Christmas?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, all good, thank you. It's quite nice doing it in the evening, isn't it? We'll have to do more of these. Sally's here, Yvonne's here on Zoom. We're going to go live. We're going live on Facebook and YouTube as well. A nice relaxing breathwork session I think we'll do to say goodbye almost to 2024. Welcome 2025. Keith's here. That's good. I didn't know he was going to show up. It's great to see you. Thanks for joining. Hope you've had a restful time at Christmas. We're going to do the same as what we did, I think, last Monday morning, which was nice, which was just doing some qigong flow movements to start off with, which are focused on breath, and with that emphasis of allowing your breath to guide the movement. Once we've done our little bit of warm-up, and then we'll finish off the session just by taking about 10 minutes actually. Let's aim for about 10 minutes at the end, just with a really simple way of how you can slow the breath without having to count, where you can just sit for a few moments on your own, just slow the breath and help calm the nervous system, help things feel a little bit more peaceful and relaxed. So that's what we'll do. I'm just seeing, I can see on Instagram now, Elaine has joined on Instagram, and the Essence of Energy has joined on Instagram. So thanks for joining on Instagram too. Right, let's get going. Find a comfortable standing space. I'll put my other glasses on so I can see you from a bit of a distance. Hopefully we can swap cameras. Yeah, there we go. We're on a different camera. And find a space, make sure you've got space side to side, forwards and back, and let's just start off with a little bit of knocking. So taking your feet shoulder width apart, remember that connection to the ground, so just feeling stable and supported on the ground, and softness in the ankles, softness in the knees, softness in the hips, so you're using that lower body and particularly moving that center point as the strength of the movement. And then we're just freeing up the spine, lengthening the spine. And remember that connection to the earth's energy, so through the soles of the feet, through the bubbling spring. And then lifting to the sky, through the crown of the head. Gentle breathing in and out through the nose, relaxing the face. And it's quite nice that even though we're going to do similar movements or some of the same movements that we do in the morning, they can have a different intention or a different effect in the evenings. Remembering to relax into the face, soften and relax the jaw. Inner smile is always a nice focus to have. We're just going to add a little bit of an extra twist in this. So if it feels comfortable, just glancing over your shoulder. Remember, as I always say, this is not about pushing or forcing a movement. So you can stay just as we were doing there, or if you just want to add that little bit of an extra twist, glancing over the shoulder. It always helps to keep that spine long, lifting from the crown, tall through the spine, long through the spine. Doesn't matter if you feel a little bit dizzy as long as you are safe. Now we can gradually slow it down into water waves. Different feeling in the evening when, in the morning when we're doing that, we've most probably not done a lot of movement or a lot of work. And hear how, even if you've been sitting or standing or walking a lot of the day, how it might feel slightly different on the spine, on the shoulders, on the back. Really take your time just to slow it down. And take a rest, just with the palms facing forward, so opening the shoulders a little bit. Letting the breath settle. Let's do a little bit of picking cherries. So you're reaching up, reaching, and then reaching. And here, think about lifting the rib cage away from the hip. So I'm not just hiking the shoulder up. It almost like starts down here, and then I'm reaching up, and I'm reaching up. Breath is easy in and out through the nose. It's always good to have that little bit of an intention as well. Picking cherries off a tree. Find a rhythm. And then take a moment, take a rest. Just if you're practicing that one on your own, just watch that we're not leaning back as we're doing that. So keep that 3 dantians in line, keep those centers in balance. Let's do a bit of spinal cord breathing. Here we bend the knees a little bit more. And we breathe in and we breathe out. So here we deliberately breathe with the movement, tilting the pelvis. So you're spilling out the front of the pelvis, looking up, opening the throat, opening the chest, and then tucking the pelvis underneath. Really squeezing the glutes, breathing out. Next in breath, just rotate to one side and breathe in and out down that side. Do that twice, so just breathing in and out down that side, still tilting, still using the pelvis. And then you take an in breath and then you come back down the center as you breathe out. Other side, same thing, in and out, using the pelvis. In and the centre. Just do one more for luck. In and out down the centre. And then standing tall, opening up the shoulders, palms forwards. So let's do 3 qigong flows. Let's start off with soaring crane. Breathing in. Rotating shoulders, elbows, wrists, connecting thumb and forefinger. Breath out. Expanding as you're breathing in, and the breath is just really easy in and out through the nose. And it's almost like the body is moving with the breath. I'm not moving my body to breathe, I'm breathing, and as I breathe in, that whole body expands. As that breath flows out, the body softens and contracts. Use the whole body. Picture yourself as a soaring crane. Continuous movement, continuous effortless breath. The whole body expanding as you breathe in, and then softening and letting go as you breathe out. Gradually just bring the arms a little bit lower. So it's like the soaring crane is coming into land. It also gives your shoulders a little bit of a rest. And we'll just take a standing position where you're just rounding the elbows a little bit, just bringing the palms towards that lower dantian. So just keeping the palms soft, but with an intention, with an awareness there in the palms. Really focus on the breath low, or how your body responds to that breath low. To the lower abdomen, into the lower belly. Buddha holds up the earth, so now breathing in. Breathing out. Same intention as soaring crane, is the body's moving with the breath. Imagine picking something up very heavy but very precious. Holding it above your head is very heavy, but it's very precious. really smooth out the movement, smooth out the breathing. Following your breath, nobody else's. Let's do 2 more. And then just taking a moment, again we'll go palms forwards, pulling down the sky just to finish off our little qigong flow, breathing in, breathing out. And then linking your thumbs, resting on the lower abdomen, lower dantian, bringing your feet together. And just closing your eyes. And we'll just take a minute just to allow the body to find its natural balance, to gently rock, sway. Bamboo in the wind. Now taking a calm, full breath in through the nose. Expanding the body, opening the eyes, stepping your feet out. A little bit of a brush down. And then just taking your time, when you're ready, find yourself a comfortable seated position. That can be on the floor or in a chair, where you are going to be comfortable for the next 5 or 6 minutes. Making sure that our lower body is strong, supported. So if you're sitting in a chair, your feet in connection to the ground, supported and stable on the chair, and really just feel how you don't have to hold any tension to be supported. in that lower body. Nice and strong. Gravity is bringing us down. Our feet are connected to the floor. We don't have to have any tension in the legs, in the ankles or anything. So soften and relax into the legs. If you're on the floor, you're cross-legged, make sure you're comfortable. Soften and relax. Soften into the hips. And again, just bring awareness right down into the lower belly, into that, the muscles are in the hips, into the side of the hips, into the pelvic floor. Just soften there. We don't need to be holding any excess tension there. You're nice and supported by the ground. So soften and relax into the lower belly. And now you're really stable and supported with the lower body. Use that idea to lengthen up the spine. So you can use that idea of just being gently lifted from the crown of the head by a string. Make sure that that doesn't just hike you up. I don't want you to create tension where we don't need excess tension. So strong spine, lengthening up. We can only do that when we're nice and stable and supported with a lower body. It's that earth-sky connection again. Strong spine. Get the head, make sure the head is balanced on top of the spine. A little nod always helps with that. I'm going to do a lot more on our Wednesday classes with strengthening sort of like the neck and the shoulders. So we'll do a lot more neck work. But just getting that head balanced on top of the spine takes all the tension out of the shoulders. We don't need to hold excess tension here in those shoulder muscles if your head's balanced on top of the spine. Relax the face, so soften and relax into the face. Bring your attention to that spot in between the eyebrows and just focus on that spot in between your eyebrows just for a few moments. Soften into the forehead. Soften into your eyes. It's your choice here, eyes open or closed, whatever works for you. Do it with both. When you practice this on your own, do it with your eyes open. But if you have your eyes open, just have a soft gaze. You don't have to be focused on anything. Relax into the jaw. All too often we're holding quite a bit of tension in the jaw that we don't need to. So see if you can just soften and relax into the jaw. And resting the tip of the tongue very lightly on the roof of the mouth. I find that can help relax the jaw, but it also can help relax the throat. It also is a great way of bringing that focus to the space behind the nose. We've got loads of space behind that nose. So feeling that air just as it flows into the nose. Not trying to breathe in any particular way. Don't want to hear the breath. Just bring awareness to that breath. Just as it gently flows in and out through the nose. And notice the coolness as you're breathing in. Just really feel that coolness of the air as you're breathing in. So soft but cool. In all that space behind the nose. And now just bring your awareness to the rhythm. Let's focus on that word rhythm, to the rhythm of the breath. Don't worry about counting or trying to breathe in a particular way. Just notice that rhythm of the breath. See if you can get that breath nice and smooth, so the flow, so it just flows in, and there's that little change of direction at the top, flows out, a little pause and change of direction at the bottom. So just notice the smooth, rhythmical breath. And don't worry if it feels a bit staccato, if it feels a bit choppy. Just really see if we can just smooth the sticky bits, smooth the edges out a little bit. And already just by bringing your awareness and attention to the breath, it will have slowed naturally, but we're just going to add a little bit of an extended pause at the bottom of each breath, just to really help slow the breath. What is really important here is that it doesn't feel stressful, because the whole point of this little practice is to just feel calm and relaxed. So if it starts to feel stressful, as if you're trying too hard to relax, just take a break. But the idea is follow the rhythm, that nice smooth breath in, smooth breath out. And as we change in direction at the bottom of the breath, just a couple of beats. Pause for a couple of breaths and then just let that breath flow back in. So it's not a breath hold, it's not a comfortable pause or a bolt score if you practice the oxygen advantage. It's just following, it's just adding that couple of beats at the bottom of each breath. Breath in. But I'm not going to guide you, I'm not going to count it, so I'm just going to let you follow your breath. As you're breathing at the minute, just adding that couple of beats at the bottom. And we're going to do that on every breath. Just follow a few more breaths now. And then to finish, just taking a nice full breath in, and you can add a little stretch to this. So just breathing in. We normally do this as a morning stretch, but now it's all right. Yeah, I'm going to get ready for bed in a minute. Stretch, have a little twist. Or maybe you're going to go and eat some more turkey or Christmas nut loaf that you've got left. Excellent. Good. Have a little shake. Give your body a little bit of a shake. Shake out the shoulders. It's quite nice doing this in the evening. I quite enjoy it. Brilliant. Thank you so much. And thank you for jumping in tonight. I didn't know how many people would turn up, but it's great to see you. And thank you also for the support and the followings throughout 2004. We will be back on New Year's Day at 8 o'clock. We'll do the 7:45 as well if you're on Zoom, if you want to jump in and share your New Year's revels. I know Tom said he can't make it, so he's missed 2 classes now, so that's not good. But yeah, if you can join on New Year's Day, please do feel free to jump in. 8 o'clock if you're watching on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. If you're on the Zoom groups, you can jump in for a 15-minute chat before, if anybody's there. I'll be sat here with my kombucha. But yeah, again, thanks ever so much for your support through 2024. And I'm looking forward to a lot more movement, balancing and breathing throughout 2025. Have a great rest of your evening. A happy new year to you, wherever you are. And I will see you on New Year's Day, hopefully.
Thanks, Grace.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Take
New
care.
Year.
Bye-bye. Bye.